Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more of the Farming Simulator 19 playthrough on Felsbrunn. Since the last video, I went ahead and planted the field over there, so we have wheat put in there. I did have to lime the field. Looks like I may have missed a little bit of a spot, and I went ahead and already did my fertilizer paths right after that, so that's kind of what you missed. So it's now time to spray it down, so I need to unload the fertilizer. I forget which of these pallets is the smaller amount. I'm hoping it's this one. Yeah, I was correct. So now we can consolidate this a little bit. I think I had a little under 4,000 of the fertilizer, so I may need to buy more of that soon. Did I say 4,000? I meant... Oh, I don't know. I forget what the number was, honestly. Alright, so let's come in here. Honestly, the tire tracks that I use for the fertilizer is probably going to be close enough. Maybe a little bit more up to the left here. Alright, when it gives me the opportunity, I'm going to manually lower the arms if I need to. Which I'm sure I will. There we go. Oops. You turn it on before I start moving forward. Okay, here we go. So we'll be able to see that nice color change I like to use to know where I'm getting. We'll just follow these tire tracks. This is typically what I like to see. And for whatever reason, there are a couple spots where when I put down the fertilizer, I think there was a couple spots, oops, got a little crooked there for a bit. There are a couple spots that had higher levels of fertilizer. We come back out and look at the map here. Like, yeah, see that little blue spot? I think that's what that is. Alright, probably fine here. Oh, there we go. Cleaned it up there. Yeah, so there's a little tiny spot over there that I missed with lime, but I'm gonna guess it was probably because of me having to avoid the trees and things. And it looks like we got screwed with the field being on 2 different growth cycles. And because of the crops coming in here, I'm not 100% sure where I have to be right now. I'll just guess here. Now, we shouldn't see another growth tick for a while, so this other half of the field should be fine. Yeah, that's somewhat annoying. Honestly, I feel like the slowing things down to real time when you're doing the planting really hasn't helped, because I have been doing it and it's just not really reliable, because this is the second time this field has been an issue. Let's go ahead and fold up here so I can move on this hill without too many problems. I think this is going to be 2 passes no matter how I look at it, so... Alright. Now, there's a purchase I'd like to make, but it's kind of expensive, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to afford it in the time frame we need it. Speaking of which, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to afford it in the time frame we need it, because the other field's ready to harvest. But I'm going to finish this spraying, and then we'll go do that. We're not on a super time crunch here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have time for any contracts today. Probably. I mean, after I harvest, we still have a lot of the day to go. How are the chickens doing? Looks like I have a little bit of cleanup work to do. Nothing too serious at the moment. This will be our last pass. I won't be able to check on if I missed a spot because we won't know unless weeds grow, so if everything was done correctly, then we'll never see that, so that'll be our sign. Okay, all done here. Let's get to harvesting. I pulled the harvester over and cleaned it off in between videos as well. Go ahead and just park this over here. I mean, I do eventually need to clean it, but for right now, put that over there. One thing I also need to pay mind to is repairing some of my equipment, which is under here. I did this with the seeder, the cultivator, on all the equipment there, the Kuna set of equipment, but one area I overlooked, which is going to be a little bit of a problem, is the header. I didn't do anything with that. I repaired the harvester, but not the header, so right now we're at 45%. Is there anything else that's really an issue? Our sprayer looks like it might be an issue, because that's at 68%. Everything else is pretty good, looks like, for the most part. So it's those two pieces of equipment we're going to have to think about maybe repairing soon. All right, in any case, let's go ahead and get in here. So it's all nice and clean. I think I'm going to start over on this side of the field this time. Normally I start over in that one corner, but I think we start over here this time. So the thing I was thinking about, oh, here, let's discuss it before I keep going here. So the thing I was thinking about getting is trying to remember where it is in this interface. Yeah, a loading wagon. Unfortunately, the cheapest one is 46,000, so it's quite expensive. Now, it will pay itself off eventually, but we could collect the straw and sell it. At this point, though, with how much money we have, I either have to do contracts to get that money, or I'd have to take a loan, which we've been trying to pay off our loan, so I feel like that's counter to what we're trying to do here. So maybe we just continue to let this go, although it would work out nicely because we've got this big oat field, and then we'd have the wheat field after it. We'd have straw to collect and sell, but we're not going to get a ton of money out of the straw. So as much as this loading wagon would eventually pay itself off, it's going to be a long time coming, and we're probably going to need a loading wagon eventually, but that's quite a bit down the road. So I think I'm going to have to pass on it now, although it is very tempting. That was what I was thinking. I was kind of hoping I would have more time. No, I could just do the straw anyway. You know what? Let's do that. So I'm going to do enable straw. Worst thing comes to worst, we just cultivate right over it and get rid of it. So if I manage to scrape the money together, I guess at least we have the resources going. So those of you that may be newer to this game, there are a few crops that produce straw, as long as you have it enabled to do what I'm doing right now. That's oats, which we're currently doing, barley, and wheat. So those three crops can produce those. So for right now, we're going to create the straw But we can't really do anything with the straw unless we have a means to pick it up. So the loading wagon would do that. You could also bale it. Balers are quite expensive and they require other equipment to kind of get them going, because you also have to have means to pick up the bales and transport them. The straw is a necessity for certain animal types, which I may go down that route. I mean, I'd like to do more stuff with animals, but I'm not sure what animal I'm going to go for. Could be sheep, which wouldn't require straw. Could be pigs, could be cows. Cows do for sure. I think pigs do as well. Pigs require a lot of things, though, which might be tough for us to pull off. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this field. And while I've been working the field, I've been checking on prices and also contracts that I could be doing. So when I come back around, I'm going to discuss some of my options here. I have a preferred, but depends on how quickly we finish this job on whether we can do it. But my goal here is to squeeze out as much money as I can so that I can afford a loading wagon without having to take loans to do so. As far as the processing of this field goes, I already offloaded one trailer full. Yeah, I'm going to set up the cruise control and then we'll look at what we got in front of us. Oh, gotta put the header down. Alright, here we go. So, as far as the contracts go, we've got Field 13 and Field 10 as possibilities. Just make sure we're going down the path the way I want to. Looks a little better. So, let's take a look at that. So, Field 13 here is 6,700. I'll just round that a little bit. For soybeans are worth a lot right now. I don't know if that price is going to hold, but that would be a good field to do from that standpoint. It's a good paying job as well. Field 10, you get paid more. It's a bigger field, and it's barley, and barley is going to have a lot of capacity. They'll probably loan equipment either way, because we have bigger harvesters and what have you. Well, that's a game plan. What contracts I'm thinking about. That was not necessarily the cleanest line I was doing there. Actually gotten to the point where I could probably just start going back and forth rather than do what I'm doing right now. But I think that's what we gotta we have in front of us to try and squeeze out that money. Now I could do one or both of the contracts. We do the soybeans, and we get that done in time. Just gonna put the cruise control on again. Now Field 13 is the problem because that's about to wither. So if I'm not quick here, we may lose that opportunity. So that's a game plan. Alright, let's take it off cruise control and finish this thing out. Those passes I did on cruise control were not the cleanest things in the world. Yeah, but this should be done in a couple passes, I'd say. Alright. So I'm just going to line up for a long pass now. Yeah, I think we got this done in 2. So yeah, we got a good amount of oats out of this. Unfortunately, oats aren't worth very much right now. Every single selling place is below average price, so that's no good. But we're going to have a lot of oats on hand when this is worth a decent amount. So we will eventually make a profit. We've just been lucky in that a lot of the prices are just not that, haven't been great. But when they get there, we'll make that profit, so that's good. Actually, I'm not sure I am going to get this in one more pass. Well, I'll try. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Let's just go for what we can get here, rather than smash crops. That was mostly due to my ugly cruise control passes there when I was going over the game plan with you guys. That's okay. We'll get it done. As I said, we will make money off the straw, but it will be kind of slow burn. Straw is usually not worth a lot, but we'll get a lot of volume out of it. I'm not even sure where the barn is on this map. We might want to peek at that, see what the price of straw is right now. But I don't think I can really hold the straw in hand, so I'm just going to have to take whatever price it is if that's what we end up doing. If I can time it right. Alright, we're done here. Obviously, I have to offload the oats and all that. But I think for the time being, I'm just going to set it up by the trailer, and then we'll walk away. Alright, that'll do. Not exactly sure how much is in the trailer right now. Yeah, we might get about 7,000 more here. So 10,500 plus whatever we have here. Alright. So I think we do field 13 here as far as the contracts go. Makes the most sense to me. I'm going to borrow the items to do this, which we're going to get a really good harvester and a decent enough trailer. So let's go with that. I am curious. Yeah, so it only brings it back one stage. I just wanted to confirm that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hop over eventually. The equipment over here. Now, does this thing have a trailer hitch? It looks like it does. Let's see if we can do it. I might have been able to do that with the other header trailer. I didn't really think to do it before, but let's see. There you go. All right, let me remind myself where this field even is. So we're going to field 13, so we actually want to take the right turning here, I think. So this would be the harvester that I would ideally want myself. I'm going to go ahead and unfold. Oops. I don't think I can... I have no idea what just happened. Oh! I meant to unfold the harvester. I was selected on the header. I wanted that to be the harvester. Thankfully, it stayed attached. That was kind of a little buggy. Well, that's a lesson learned, I guess. Okay, here's field 13. All right, which way is this thing facing? Because I want to line up so I can pick it up. So that seems good there. Yeah, but this would be my ideal harvester, I think. Car, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? This asshole's gonna be in my way. Alright. Okay, now we want to unfold it, which pulls in that little trailer bit. That was a very interesting interaction. Alright, I think I'm going to come over to this side so we don't have to worry about the cars that keep coming. Alright, here we go. So this thing is not only can it cover a lot of the field with a header, it has a very large capacity. So we'll probably be able to keep going here on this field for quite some time before we need to offload. So yeah, I really like this harvester. This would be my ideal one for the future. But in case, I'm going to go ahead and put another cut here, and we'll be back once we get some more progress. Just a couple more passes to go. Not exactly sure how much soybeans we're going to end up with, but it should be a good amount. And if we're lucky, the prices for the soybeans have held, and we can sell them for that price immediately because that is a good price to sell them at. Where we're dropping off is not the same location though, so we'll see. I might keep what's in the harvester and just offload what's in the trailer. The trailer's not entirely full, but it's close. Hopefully we can make it work here with this last pass. We'll see. Alright, go ahead and put on cruise control. Let's double check the price of the soybeans right now, once we have everything lined up. Okay. So we're at 82% done with the field. Just want to make sure we're keeping on track. So soybeans, yeah, we still have $17.50 as a price, which is a good price. So we can just turn that around immediately, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, so if I'm lucky, storage capacity of this harvester will hold out while we finish this last go around. I think it will. And I'll take the trailer over to the drop-off point. As the place we want to take this harvester is just about as fast as the trailer, the tractor that we got there, so I can take this to wherever we want to dump it off. Okay, that'll do it. Let's transfer over to, you know, I'm just going to drop the header as well. Get it out of the way. And then we can rush off with the harvester when we get that opportunity. But for right now, let's take the tractor over to where we need to go. Let's double check where that is. So we're going to the train station mill. Okay. We'll pull up the map here. I don't know exactly what's the fastest route to get here. I think this way makes sense. I was thinking about going down the shop way, but honestly, I think that's a bit of backtracking. It would slow us down. I might cut across our fields here. Say hi to the chickens. Hey, chickies. We got 3 packages of eggs there. I'll have to double check what the prices of eggs are. The last time we checked, they weren't very good prices, so. Alright, I don't know if the train station mill has good prices or not, but I'm going to try and stop it because I think at the moment, Grain Elevator East is the place that has the best prices. Oh, this is full. I wasn't sure if it was or not. We got 21,000 liters here. I suspect we'll probably finish the job before this trailer's empty. And then fingers crossed we get enough money here to be able to buy that loading wagon I want. We can pick up the straw and sell that. make a little bit more money. And if everything works out, I might be able to work field 10 as well. For a little bit of profit. But let's worry at the job at hand right now. Alright, I don't think I'm going to take this immediate turn off because it's kind of a steep slope. And one thing I want to check is where some of the other businesses are that we might want to concern ourselves with. So if we end up getting sheep, the spinnery would matter, which that's fairly close to the shop, just down in the town there. Alright, so this is our spot. I'm ready to press the button once we clear the job. Oh, okay, we didn't get it. That's a bummer. Let me check where we're at. 99%, so we were probably like really close to finishing it. Well, I guess we're gonna end up having to take the harvester to do this, so I'm just gonna stick this guy over here. Pull through this until we get to the proper thing. Alright, this guy I'm going to take the other way. It's kind of a bummer that I have to do this way. Because it makes this trip a lot longer than I had planned for. But it is what it is. Alright, make a right here. I wonder how much more we would have needed there to get the job done. Alright, we'll take the alternate route to get where we need to go. Shortcut. Jump the harvester. Ooh, let's take further shortcuts here. Granted, we don't really want to go this way, so I don't know what I'm doing. That would have made sense if we were going to grain elevator east. So if I'm lucky, we only need a couple hundred more liters, and we can keep the 10,000. And sell it immediately if the price still holds. Oh, a little bit of a collision there. Oopsies. I don't think this harvester is meant for town driving. I guess I could also transfer over the grain to the tractor if we want to, but what's the fun in that? We're going to have fun driving this big harvester around. Alright, let me put the pipe out. I'm going to have to be quick on this. Oh. Yeah, maybe put the pipe back in. So we don't run it into poles. That's probably clear now. That. Alright, that's good. I was relatively quick on the draw there. Alright, let's go back around. I'm gonna be careful here. Alright, off we go. Alright, let me double check those prices. Yep, still $17.50 at Grain Elevator East, which should be where we're going. Alright, excellent. So 9,500, almost 9,600. So we'll just round it up. Sold at $17.50 per 1,000. It should be a decent enough profit. Then we're gonna get another, let's say 6,000. Probably less than that because of the loaned equipment off of the job as well. Which should give us enough to buy what I want to buy. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time for this video to cover that purchase. I'll probably save it for the next video. I may also do that field 10 if the job's still there in the interim, as that can be good money for me. Give me about 8,000 for the job and I'll get a bunch of barley out of it. It's a job that's going to take a while, but looking at the equipment that I could loan, rather than getting a tractor, you get a big truck and a semi-trailer, which will deal with the large volume of barley that we're probably going to end up with nicely. I missed which harvester it is. We might take a peek at that before I end out here. But it looked like it was one of the bigger ones with a nice size header. All right, we're here. Let me just double check. Grain Elevator East, $17.50. Grain Elevator East. I don't see a better price unless I'm overlooking something. So let's pull the pipe out and offload here. So we need 46,000 for the wagon. Guess while we wait for this to offload, we can take a little bit of a peek at that other contract. So it's field 10 here. Like we're getting a case harvester with a nice big header, and as I said, we get that truck with the semi-trailers, so that's good. Okay, we ended up with just under 17,000. That's pretty good. Go ahead and hop out of the harvester. At this point, we should be all done. So finish off the contract we have here. Collect. So we're gonna get. We'll just round that up to 5,700. Okay. So I might do field 10 here in between videos. Which harvester is that? So I can probably figure that out by looking in the store. Not one I think I've used before, so this will be cool. Yeah, it's this one here, the axial flow. Really nice capacity, 14,400. Good top speed. Normally it's a 420,000 euro harvester, so the one I want is this guy here, the 161. Which is what we were just using. But this case will probably be fun. So that's probably what I'm going to do in between videos here. And then when we're back, with the next video, we'll get that wagon and start picking up the straw. But yeah, we're over 60,000, so I'm pretty pleased with that. In case I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, this is Mouse Gunner, signing out.